in a league of their own now on BBC Two, Frank Skinner and David Baddiel.
And there it is, the final whistle, and they're out. It's all over. Oh, it's a sad moment, this. Who would want to be a football manager?
Managers can only watch and wait and hope. Come on, Giggsy!
Stephen, go and get the ball!
This is almost fantasy football. Let's look at the next thing.
Hello and welcome to Fantasy Football League. This week we'll be meeting guest managers Bob Mortimer and Karren Brady.
We'll be recreating Bobby Stokes' moment of glory in the 1976 Cup final.
And we'll be saying a big hello to Frank Worthington.
Hello, I'm Frank Worthington.
Hello!
But first, well, there's going to be a few tears shed tonight, I'll tell you, because tonight we mourn the passing of our famous kitchen end. Oh, it's sad, isn't it? Next season, this will be high stools and new lino.
I thought we might have some spotlights put in over the breakfast
No,
bars.
you want natural light in the kitchen, make it bigger.
Well,
Blinds,
anyway,
I
a lot of the key figures in the kitchen end's glorious history are here to join with us to celebrate it tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the plumber who came round 2 years ago when we had that strange smell?
Yeah! I remember it. 86 quid he charged us to get rid of that smell, and all he did was wash Stato's pyjamas.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, the woman who Frank had sex with over the sink at a party in 1987!
Hot in here, isn't it? And now the star of every kitchen end, Rusty Lee! And my favourite dumpling!
And no tribute to the kitchen end would be complete without ex-Millwall star Barry Kitchener.
And of course, Lord Kitchener!
And now the king of the kitchen end, ladies and gentlemen, Stato!
Dear old Stato, the man who, of course, invented the kitchen end's famous microwave.
And now,
I'm filling up.
and now, to lead us in the kitchen end's famous anthem, would you please welcome Jona Lewie?
I'm no good at chatting up and I always get rebuffed. Enough to drive a man to drink, I don't do no washing up. I always leave the stuff piled up in the sink.
Everyone!
But you will always find me in the kitchen at parties. You will always find me in the kitchen at parties. You will always find me in the kitchen at
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my news round. With just 1 week left, the BBC Two Fantasy League Premiership is a 3-horse race. David still holds a 9-point advantage over nearest rivals Basil and John. David will surely be forever drinking bubbles if West Ham pair Trevor Morley and recent signing Martin Allen maintain their end-of-season form. For Basil, it's a case of what might have been, if only the Furmaster had picked squad member David White. 2 assists and 2 goals meant 10 points went begging. Another strong week from Motti, 12 more points to go with last week's record score. Sadly, new manager Dave Bassett had more success in real life than in the fantasy world. Eric Cantona obliged with a goal, but new keeper Tony Roberts did the unthinkable, letting in 3 against Swindon. So who will be champion? Can my landlord land the title? Can Basil Brush sweep all before him? Or will Motti's unparalleled inside knowledge bring him a last gasp triumph?
Oh, that was very moving. Wasn't it? And now a few things we noticed from watching football this week. With the current trend for booking players for celebrating goals, strikers have to be very careful about other people leading them on.
That's cruel, I thought. And here, there have been further worries that the way in which players handle themselves on the pitch can lead to copycat behaviour on the terraces. There's Alan Shearer handling himself. They're like sheep, aren't they?
Good God. Meanwhile, at Man City, Francis Lee has said that during the close season, they're going to buy 2 midfielders, a striker and a coat hanger.
And we've noticed that since his return to fitness... Gary Mapper really has been a model of consistency.
We've got 9 games left. It's up to us to go out there and to put it right. We've got 5 games left, some very tough games, but we need to find 2 or 3 wins from those games. We need to pick up some points, and we've got 2 games to do that.
So, Albion lost on Tuesday.
Oh, you had to bring that up there. Look, I still think we can carry off the Great Escape.
Anyway, we did that joke last week.
That is true.
What's on the telly?
Let's see what's on the telly.
We're very sorry that tonight's edition of Newsnight overran by 2.5 hours. The BBC would like to make it clear that they will not ask the Arsenal Parma referee to host it again. Anyway, now on BBC Two, a film of that American being caned in Singapore.
Oh! I wanted to see that! That would have been brilliant!
Oh, it's brilliant.
It was, oh my goodness, it's Bob Mortimer and Karren Brady! Welcome once again.
Taps to come on with.
Yes, you've got a very big tap there.
Thank you.
Feel free to lay it down wherever
Yes,
you like.
I'll lay down my tap.
Yeah.
Wherever I lay my tap, that's usually a sink unit in our house. But anyway, thanks a lot for coming again. It's good to see you. We're like old friends now, aren't we?
It feels that way, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I feel very old.
And friendly, we hope. And what a week it's been. Karren, there's going to be a bit of tension between you and me tonight, I sense, because it's also
all down
you,
to
isn't
Sunday, isn't it?
Oh, dearie me. You're away to Tranmere and we're away to Portsmouth.
You mean you're not going to church?
After. We might,
I think I probably will get to church before, actually.
I've been going all week, yeah.
So what's the feeling at Birmingham? Do they feel they're going to stay up? Or?
Yeah, our current form is really good, so we're hoping... I mean, it's down to you, really. You've got to lose. To give us any such... or draw. If we win and you lose and draw, we got a chance.
Yeah, did you get that? Well, obviously I hope the best team... I couldn't say it, I'm sorry. Stuck in me damn throat.
I asked Karren outside if Barry Fry stank.
Yeah.
Because doesn't he look like he would?
Yeah, he does actually.
But to a
no credit, she said, not at all.
Really?
Oh, well, to his credit, really.
Was that a lie? Or...
Well, I've never got close enough, really.
Huh? Right. You want to get to meet him sometime. He's the manager.
You must be pleased as an Arsenal fan, which you are, as well as being managing director of Birmingham, that they won the Cup Winners' Cup.
They did well, yeah. They've got excellent defence. I'm fortunate enough to have at least one Arsenal defender in my fantasy league. Tony's had a really good season for me. But they're undoubtedly one of the best sides in this country and the best in Europe.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it, actually, because Brian Moore was excited in the game for the first time for about 20 years, because Brian Moore's never excited. And he starts roaring and growling when he gets excited. He starts going, "Rah!" I liked it for that reason. Also liked it because Thomas Brolin was playing.
Yeah, he's got boyish good looks, hasn't he?
Well, he looks like he looks like a very pretty pig.
Unlike Mally Fry, who was just a pig.
He just smells like a very good
Oh, this is...
I'm sorry, but you know...
You can't be saying that.
Even in the midst of terrible rivalry, we can't say this about poor old Barry Fry's big mate of Jeff Astel's, apparently, so it must be all right, yeah.
He was in the office the other week.
Jeff Astel? Anything go missing?
We were doing some photos together. I'm not quite sure what for.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get the old negligee on again?
No, but Barry did.
Nylon? You've been... Middlesbrough's been the old controversy this week as well. Kicked the manager out, old Lenny.
Well, mutual agreement, they said, so...
That usually means they kicked him. Any word around on who's going to be the replacement?
Don't know. You know, I'm hoping it'll be Michael Bolton, someone like that.
Yeah, but
it could be Michael
having someone
Bolton.
called Bolton, wouldn't that be confusing?
Michael Bolton would be nice, soft
No,
drop.
there'd be a problem with his haircut, though, surely.
There's always going to be a problem with that cut, isn't there?
So, Karren, last week Richard Littlejohn was on, and we were saying about how he'd become a huge star since being on this show. And you've become a huge star because you're doing your own chat show now. Is that right?
Yeah, it's on cable. I did my first one on Tuesday. It's live for half an hour, so it's quite daunting, honestly. But it was really enjoyable. I enjoyed it.
But it's called the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, quite original, really.
Do you have, like, the 3 pictures of you coming up on one side and on another?
Sort of hum along to the tune, yeah.
I don't remember the Brady Bunch at all.
I do.
Was it? What was the theme tune?
The Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch. That's why they had to call them the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch.
Everybody!
Why they had to... I think I've got it. They had to call them the Brady Bunch.
No, it started with Here's a Story, didn't it?
Here's a story about a little lady.
Yeah.
It could be you, Karren.
The Brady Bunch. Yeah. So, will you have footballers on there? And half, I mean, as guests, obviously. I thought if I jump in there, I'll save that, no one will notice, but you can't get anything past this crowd.
You know, on the credits of Match of the Day now, it takes about 32 names to get through it. You know, it obviously takes a lot of people to put football on our screens. Well, it does now. I think before it was a lot easier.
So until then, good night.
There's 2 people. They did the whole thing. Alec Weeks just did everything.
Played and everything. It had a rattle.
Yeah, he had a rattle.
Brilliant idea. Alec Wiggs probably drew that as well. But although there was only 2 people that made Match of the Day, they didn't just, you know, throw it together. In fact, they used to have some really fantastic competitions on the old Match of the Day.
An eventful and exciting day of soccer. And it's still an exciting race, too, for this Football League prize of the Player of the Year. And remember, this is the one the readers vote for their favourite footballers, the best-looking footballers, that is. The leaders this week, first, Johnny Johnston of Blackpool. Second, Emlyn Hughes of Liverpool. He's in every week, isn't he? And third, Gordon Lindsay of Wrexham.
You are the 3 best-looking footballers in England.
He'd had some dental work, hadn't he, Emlyn?
Well, Emlyn Hughes, he said, is in it every week. People used to vote for Emlyn Hughes as the best-looking footballer.
Well, I go along with it.
Do you?
Well, he speaks very highly of you. Well, he speaks very highly. Oh, fantastic stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Vaudeville?
What's that you're drinking?
I can't tell you because we're not allowed to advertise on the telly.
It looks very apricot-y.
It's a bit of
apricot-y.
It's an apricot, basically, and it's been siphoned and blended.
Oh.
There's energy drinks.
It's an energy drink. It's a sports energy drink that we're not allowed to name. And John Barnes drinks it. And apparently it gives you energy. And,
Is it isotonic at all?
It's a bit isotonic.
Yeah, just
sometimes it is, sometimes it is. You don't know with this stuff.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Getting back,
Not
though.
that I'm saying you should drink it or anything if you're watching at home, because, you know, it's up to you what you drink. There's lots of nice drinks, and go for it.
I'm drinking Beck's.
Oh, no, see? Hello? Oh, right. Well, I'll tell him. That was, Jeff Beck. He's absolutely livid.
I've been eating Princess Salmon.
Anyway. Oh, no. Jeff Salmon, get off the line.
Anyway, talking about football on the television, it's all changed now, of course, isn't it? Now football coverage. They've got on-the-spot reporters all over the country waiting to give up to the minute. Well, I'll do that again.
Used to be a good show, this.
Yeah.
The minute we got rid of Alec Weeks, he run this bloody show.
Let's go back now to that Oxford-Watford game. Tony Gubber's got news of it. Oh, come on, Tony, just when we need you. No? All right, then. We'll hear from him in due course when he finds out how to press the button on the telephone.
Where was Tony Gubber?
He was a long way away, wasn't he?
Do you think he went missing for ages and then came back to this country to marry Barbara Windsor?
Who, Tony Gubber?
Yeah, might have done.
Then she'd have been Barbara Gubber. That would have just sounded like somebody drowning.
Oh, dear. Where are we?
So look at Karren's team.
Karren's team.
Yeah, because Karren, one time we thought you were going to storm the old Fantasy League, and it's all gone a bit off just lately. What's happened?
Oh, I've had a stinker last few weeks.
We shouldn't talk. Leave him alone, that man.
Mark Bosnich is out injured with a shoulder thingy, and Atkinson's just never getting in the side these days, and Steen's injured. But every week they keep telling me he's coming back, and he's never sort of coming back.
Is that Edwin? This
is Edwin, yeah, my reliable source. So I play him every week and he never
Right, the fact he hasn't been on the Chelsea team sheet for about 4 months hasn't...
Yeah, we wondered why you kept playing him. I thought there must have been a mix-up, you know. In fact, we thought maybe you were using this bloke as your trainer.
Also,
number 11 went off there. And did they leave him off, did you think? Because they got the wrong...
That bloke went on, of course, to do semaphore for Aeroflot.
I wonder if they left number 11 off, though, because he wanted to take 9 off.
Who actually went off?
He held up 11, number 11 went off, and then he looked round and
it.
thought, oh no, it should have been 9, and turned it round.
Yeah.
But 11 had already, he was in the shower and it was all ruined.
Who have you brought in? You've brought in Alan Wright.
From Blackburn, yeah, because Sol Campbell from Tottenham was costing me so many points. So I had to go on to the free sheet and picked him out. And he's actually been playing, but not very well.
Yeah.
So
minus 2 points.
Yeah, minus 3.
Alan Wright.
Yeah, which is disappointing.
I think it's minus 3, isn't it?
Yeah, minus 3 points,
Yeah,
minus
not
2 last
Let's
week.
not quibble over a -1. He's the smallest player in the Premier League.
Yeah, it's
as you can see
5'4",
here.
isn't it?
Yeah, there he is at the end of the wall there. And actually, his dad used to play for Manchester City.
He was tiny.
Someone was telling me he's got size 4 feet.
Really?
Yeah.
You know his
Was it you,
grandfather...
wasn't it?
Was it you,
Stato?
That would
Have you
know.
been seeing Stato privately? To talk about Alan Wright's feet?
You know, his grandfather was a footballer as well. His grandfather played for Blackburn and was a big star. Apparently, his statue stands in Blackburn to this very day.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't he?
Oh, here it is.
You've moved it. The Civic Guild will be on the edge of their seats. Anyway, so what you bought Lee Sharp, of course, for how much money?
Over £4 million, I think it was.
Oh, you went crazy, Karren.
I had lots of money left, so I thought I might as well spend it. And he's a good player, so... But he hasn't really done much for me. In fact, he's done nothing.
What?
So
He got one assist.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got the assist from the corner for the goal that Ince scored against Liverpool, but...
Of course he did.
Yeah.
What? Had he done well before his injury? He was doing all right.
He scored 2 goals when he was a free agent in the game against Arsenal, which was 6 points. He'd not really scored anything for Andrew Ridgeley, but before our league started on the 1st of January, he was one of the leading midfield players, so I think it was quite right that everybody went for him. He was unlucky with injury, but
the 6 points that he got when he was playing for United against Arsenal, 2 goals. He was on the free list, and and he got the 2 points for Karren. He's not really done anything else in the league, but he's an important player to Manchester United, and obviously to Karren's team. And,
perhaps I could go out for a night with Barry Fry instead.
Well, thanks for that, Seth. Very interesting.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So, did you get that, Karren?
He's an important squad member. Obviously.
Yes, OK.
I mean, he's not really done £4 million worth of business for me.
No.
So.
No, not one assist.
No.
It's an expensive assist
Do you-
indeed.
Yeah.
You're basically out of the running now, or do you think you could...
Oh, no, out the running now.
25 to 1 you are.
So. Yeah. What with Steve, Bosnich and Atkinson not playing and Lee Sharp not in form, out of it, I think. But I had a very good run all season.
Yeah, very good season. Bob, let's look. Actually, before we look at your team, Bob, obviously we've got some very fancy graphics on this show, as you've seen. But Phil, the graphic bloke, does have a bit of time on his hands, and so he put this together, which you might be interested in. There you are. Oh, it's frightening, isn't it? Oh, dear. I'm sorry to spring that on you.
Oh, I don't see why you should be upset about that. That means that we are...
No, I'm not upset.
Well, you have to take it on the chin that there must be a resemblance, otherwise you can't actually do that kind of thing.
No, but I'm aware that's electronic trickery.
Yeah, are you?
It's ultimately just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet you wouldn't have thought that, would you?
So if it's based on there being a resemblance,
Yeah.
Phil, the graphics bloke, also showed me this, right?
Yes, I feel ill. Goodness me, hoisted my own petard. I was there. Bob, let's have a look at your team. There it is. And, well, it's the same as it always was, really. It's very injury-prone.
Yeah, just feel free to laugh at it.
Yeah.
You've never recovered from this, because the first time you were on, you said your injuries, but they'd all be better soon and everything would be fine, and never really bounced back.
Yeah, I'm just hiding behind that now. It's just not really good, is it? I thought I had Ferdinand, I must admit.
Why don't you get glasses? Well, you always look like you can't see what's on the telly.
I can't. Well, I mean, I can, but I have to focus in on...
Yeah. Have you heard of these things?
Yes. No, they're very appealing.
Yeah,
You just don't want people to think that with a bit of electric trickery you can look like Statham. Yeah. And I can sympathise with that. Because they find that modern players, a little tap on the knee and they're off for 6 months, whereas in the old days, even the officials in the old days would play with all sort of injuries. This was a famous one-armed referee from the 1950s. True. Never gave a throw-in his life, apparently.
Or a drop ball.
Tried to give a throw-in, but people just waved back. And I met an old Albion player called Johnny Nichols, right, who was known as Johnny on the Spot. Anyone remember Johnny Nichols? Well, he was good, right? And he told me that he'd played in a game with this one-arm referee, and he said to the referee, "How long to go, ref?" And the ref went, "There's about 3 minutes, I think." And Johnny Nichols said, "Why don't you put it on your good arm, you know?" And he said, "Oh, I can't wind the bloody thing up." True story. That's him, Nobby. Hello? No, he's not here. I haven't seen him all night. No. OK, I'll see you soon. It was Des Lynam looking for Tony Gobbin.
I think it's time for Phoenix from the Flames.
Is it?
Is it this time?
Is it that time already?
That time
Goodness me.
This week, Bobby Stokes makes Laurie McMenamin's day.
Right, and Bobby Stokes, you scored the winning goal for Southampton in the 1976 FA Cup final against Man United. Incidentally, a goal that a lot of people think triggered off the miners' strike.
Hey?
Yeah, Arthur Scargill was working as the trainer for Man United. Anyway, Bobby, tell us about that Southampton team.
Well, at the time, we were in the second division, but we also had some very good ex-international players, like Peter Osgood, Jim McCallio, Mick Shannon. So anyway, it was getting towards the end of the game. I started to look over at the ref, Clive Thomas.
All right. How much longer was there to go?
It's nearly times.
Thanks, Clive.
Then we had a goal kick, and in turn I was just about prepared to give it a whack down the middle, By the way, do you know Ian Dowie?
Ian Dowie, who plays for Southampton now?
Yeah, well, Ian Turner's his mum. Well, Ian Turner knocked a long ball right down the middle. Mick Shannon challenged on the halfway line. The ball fell very sweetly for Jimmy Mack. I went on an early run, and I hit a sweet left foot shot right past the technique. Thank you very much.
I don't know how that got past Alex Stepney.
It must have hit a 4-leaf clover.
Right then, you be Jim McCalliog, I'll be Alex Stepney, and you be Bobby Stokes.
McCalliog to Stokes, who's onside. 1-0. Stokes, by scoring the first goal in this final, wins for himself a car, and he said he'd already booked driving lessons.
Hi, Mr. Stokes. Let me tell you, you're not the first footballer I've taught to drive. There's your teammate, Mick Shannon. His name was Ian Hutchinson. A few years later, there was Paul McGrath. Then Mickey Hazard. And finally, my most sensitive pupil, Paul Gascoigne.
Isn't McCalliog a great name?
McCalliog's a fantastic name, yeah.
I love the
McCalliog
way,
cereal.
I love the way Clive Thomas says it's nearly times.
Oh,
I think that's posty. You're not frightened
Is
this
he on a
time.
horse, is he?
He's always on. Actually, I got a letter this week. It says, after seeing your T-shirt on Friday's show, here is an FA Cup final ticket for you, David. All you have to do is colour it in. So if you happen to be sitting at the cup final next to someone in row 4, seat 160, why not punch David Pitcher in the face?
Of course, my T-shirt said no sex for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And someone sent me a photocopy of their genitals.
Well, that'd be good.
You'd be surprised. Anyway, this is a letter from Nellie Times of Treorchy.
Who?
It's Nellie Times.
Hurrah!
Thank you, And it says, Dear David and Frank, why are goalkeepers always looking over their shoulders when they release the ball? Well, Nellie, there are lots of reasons for that, and we think this might be one of them.
Ooh, it's got his McCalliogs, hasn't it?
6 months out, probably.
Well, it's nearly times, so...
is it nearly times already?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Karren. Actually, we're having bits of the kitchen end made into key rings as souvenirs. So we hope you'll accept this one. This is that black thing you put over the stove.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what it's
Just
called.
what I always wanted.
Well, imagine that dangling off your dashboard, can't you? It's a nice thing. And we hope, Bob, that you'll accept this souvenir key ring from the kitchen end.
Blimey.
It's Stato.
Rather a comedy key ring, this one, isn't it?
I don't know if you can fit it into your pocket or not.
Stato, you're very near me.
He's connected to the key ring, you see. That's
I see.
Yeah.
It's a Stato
He is the
key
key
ring.
ring.
It's a Stato key ring.
Okay.
Oh, you silly sausage.
Sato is the key ring. Next week, it's the last show of the series, and we'll finally find out who's won the Fantasy League.
Good night.
Night.
Always keep a step up, a pile up in the sand.